Hello and welcome. Getting ready to do readings for all 12 signs. I will include the timestamps with those today. That it all will be down in the description box below. By the way, your comments have been very helpful. YouTube is picking my videos up a little bit more and putting them into the feed, so keep that up. As many comments as you like, make sure you like every video. You know what? I personally like every video that somebody else does, unless it's absolutely offensive. But now that I know how much time and energy and what it takes to put into a video, I always like them when I watch them, somebody else's. All right. We are starting with Aries, and we will go through the horoscope. And I will do all 12 signs. I will pull some cards just to see what is happening for the week of October the 7th. Let's see what Aries has got happening. All right, Aries, it looks like you are right in the middle of a transformation right now. Something you've been working at for quite a while. I've got the 5 of Wands here for Aries. It looks like you've been working towards this, practicing for it, something you may have been studying. And I don't know why, but I literally think that somebody's joined the fire department. Maybe you've gone through that training, EMT, that kind of thing. So, Aries, this is quite an accomplishment. It was something you didn't think you would be able to get finished. We've got the 8 of Swords. Yeah, you held yourself back for a while before you dug into this, Aries, whether it's EMT school, no matter what it was. You were very fearful about moving forward. You were not sure how to proceed. You were up in your head way too much about this. I don't think you should have worried near as much about it. I think you should have just gone head first right into it. The transformation is going to happen anyway. The Death card. That's my favorite card of the deck. That tells me that things are going to brighten up and make a big change for you, Aries. I'm going to get one more card to kind of clarify that. Yep, and you're looking to the future. Bingo, 2 of Wands. Yeah, that death card is absolutely about you finish this up. It's done. You're not going to deal with this. It's somebody that you had been perhaps dealing with. Could have been a job that wasn't right, but you got this. There you go, Aries. If that resonated with you, hit that like button. Please subscribe. We are moving on to Taurus next. All right, on to Taurus. I do have the paranormal flashlight set up back there. So far today, it has not done a whole lot. Oftentimes they don't, just for plain old tarot. Spirit may have just be too busy to come into the room. All right, let's see what is going on for Taurus. Can I get some jumpers, please, for Taurus? Taurus, you are an earth sign, in case you didn't know. Please, Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers for Taurus? Taurus, you guys are working through something yourself because the deck is absolutely holding back cards, waiting to just get the right ones. If you notice, I don't deal cards. I shuffle and allow them to jump. I allow Spirit to come in and take control of the cards. There we go. All right, Taurus. Yeah, Earth sign showed right up in your own reading. Here we are as the King of Pentacles. Taurus, I know that financial security means a lot to you. Just knowing you can pay the bills. Just knowing that It's going to be okay. We have the Nine of Swords. I think you worry too much about finances, to be truthful. Now, the law of attraction tells us, and that it's the universal law of attraction, it tells us that whatever we put our mind on is what we get. Whether you want to call it God or source or the universe, they pick it up. You know what? She keeps boo-hooing about a broken car. Worried about the money. Thank you, Spirit. I saw that wink. Yes, she does. She worries about a broken car. You know what? Let's give her that. She keeps talking about it in her head. Maybe it's a prayer. Okay? No. You were just in your head too much. That's all. You worried about something you didn't need to worry about. Because we've got 6 of Wands. Taurus, the 6 of Wands is about you becoming victorious in whatever endeavor this is. Some of you, for some of you, I don't know why, for some of you, this is something to do with sports. A lot of you are taking on gym memberships. Okay? You're hearing me talk about taking your health in your own hands, and you have to keep active as you age. So I get the feeling you may be taking something like that on. I think you're going to go into it absolutely head first, dig in, thank you, Spirit, on light, and you're going to feel better. You're absolutely going to feel better. That's what this 6 is. This is about, this card is like the 7th inning stretch in a ball game. You already know you want it. A little more work to keep going and to maintain that lead, but you've got it. And then the follow it is the 7, right in order. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work to hang on and to maintain where you're at, but you've got this. All right, there you have it for Taurus. All right, next, Gemini's up. All right, Gemini. And any of these readings are for your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. Now, I happen to be a Virgo, but my Gemini rising sign hits on my life a little more often than just plain old Virgo. If you need to know what your sun and your moon and your rising sign is, pop over to any place that is free. Just Google it and get yourself a natal chart. Look up a natal chart. Astro Cafe is at 1, and go. Oh, wait a minute. She's not. Hang on. That's not a good one. Astro Cafe is probably the one that I use the most. All right, here we go for Gemini. Whoops, that one flipped clear over and back in. All right, now, crazy as it is, I just had a friend of mine give me my, do my reading for me, my horoscope. She gave me a brief reading about what to expect and what's to come. And these cards actually coincide with it. All right. First off, we have the Page of Pentacles. Things are going to turn around. Some of you have been working really hard, really diligent, and haven't been seeing any payoff coming back. But this page is showing up to say, look, this energy is changing. That's what pages do. Get rid of that hair. They come in between acts in the play, and they have their little placard, and they show what the next, what the number of the next scene. We have the Three of Pentacles. You may be coming together to collaborate with somebody else, somebody that does the same thing you do. Now, that's really hitting hard today because the end of the week we have the Halloween at the winery. So if you are in Jamestown, Pennsylvania, October the 19th, come on over. You may get a reading or you just may get a good glass of wine, but I'll be there and I will say hello. But you've been wanting to collaborate with somebody. You've been wanting to come to work to team up with somebody. You might just have been needing a little bit of support, somebody to give you a little boost. It's coming. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a great for Gemini. Nine of Pentacles. This card always reflects to me, and you may always have heard me say this, somebody that is financially able to take care of themselves. They are independent. They are usually entrepreneurs. And financial security is important to earth signs. Now, Taurus is not an earth sign. It's an air sign. Or excuse me, Gemini is not an earth sign. It is an air sign. But this 9 is saying that you're getting ready to capture some success. I have a cat hair on my nose. I do hope. Do I have a cat hair? Okay. I got it? No. And another 9. So you are at the point of reaching some success. This 9 is actually, I've often referred to it as the wish fulfillment card. You know, he's sitting out front there and kind of like in the catbird seat, and he's got his arms crossed, and he finally, you know what, I made it. I got here, I made it. So Geminis, hang in there. You guys are working very hard, very diligent towards achieving some goals, and they're not very far out of reach. All right. Who are we moving on to? I do believe maybe it is Cancer. All right, Cancer. I have shuffled and blessed the cards. I do in between each reading. Oh, that one came, almost folded it in half. I am working with the paranormal flashlight back there. If you see it wink and blink during your reading, it is validating what's being said. Those may be, most of the time they are my spirit guides, but sometimes they're your spirit guides. It's energy. They are all over. They can be anywhere they want to be. All right. Couple more. Can I get a couple more jumpers for Cancer, please? One more, please. And there it is. You can't make this crap up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Cancer. 3 4s. I pulled 4 cards. 3 of them are 4s. This is anytime in numerology that you tie the same number together, it impacts them greatly, and it makes the energy just more concentrated. Now, I'm going to start with a card that it's not a 4. It's the Justice card. According to these cards, Cancer, it looks like you're finally going to get some justice from something that's been, perhaps may have been in the legal system. It could be an inheritance. It could be just a lawsuit. It could be I don't know why, but I get some kind of tax thing might be resolved. You may have money coming back or something. But it does have to do with you getting solid. Absolutely. Now, 4 of Swords is saying you're a little up in your head and try not to be there. And that you've got, why am I stuttering? And that you've got some healing to do. All right, there we go. Had to kind of, the energy is very thick right now. With everything that's going on in the world, with the hurricane, with everything else that's taking place, and those storms haven't just happened in the United States, it happened in other parts of the world. And I am greatly affected by energy. So when I get stuttering and I get talking too fast, it's because of all the energy that's swirling around us. But this 4 is to say that you still need to heal a little bit. there's something that did transpire, that whether it was somebody took something away from you in the court system, you may be getting it back. Now, a lot of times the biggest treasure that people fight over is kids. Thank you, Spirit. Back there on the light. Don't fight over kids. They're not possessions. They're not little slaves. They don't need to have a owner or a keeper. I see so many parents that use the kids against the other parent. So we're not going to do that. All right. Now, the Four of Pentacles is saying that you're still a little protected and a little closed off. Money was a worry for you. You were afraid that you couldn't move forward with the finances that you had. But things are going to turn around in a big way. And then we've got the other four. Four of Wands. That Four of Wands is about actually a great opportunity that's coming for you to make this change. I think you'll see the door open, and that's actually what the other meaning of this card is. It's open doors. But you're going to see it this time. These opportunities have come around before, but you just haven't been able to take advantage of them because you just kind of didn't notice. Now, the other thing that fours also mean, since it came up, and I'm just going to throw this in here, is structure. Law enforcement, the number that is around law enforcement is the number 4 because it's a solid straight. And take a look. Don't they look like jail cell bars? So I just thought I would throw that in there for you, Cancers. All right. Moving on to Leos. All right, Leos. Whether you are Leo in your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, we are going to take a look at it. If I could get you to drop down now, hit that like button. Please subscribe. Your comments have been helping me an awful lot. So please keep that up. One more for Leo, please. Oh, Leo, things are turning around for you. Yep. All right. For several years, Leos were just kind of getting their asses kicked all over the place. Here we have the Page of Cups. And we just talked about the Page a little while ago. The Page is the person that comes into play in between the acts, carrying the placard, saying what scene is coming, Act 3, Act 4, whatever. And that's exactly what this card is talking about, that the energy is going to change for you, Leos. Thank you, Spirit. Now, you've got some kind of abundance that is coming to you that you haven't had for a while. I think you've got a new love connection coming around. That cup often indicates love, affection. And in this case, actually, with a fish sticking out of it, it just means great abundance, too. Let's see. We have the 8 of Wands. I had to count the card. For some reason, I drew a huge blank. The 7 of Wands. I only had this deck for 20 years. 7 of Wands. Leo, you have been working very, very hard. You've been trying to get your name back out there. You've been trying to establish yourself, whether you're finding actively getting work now, and maybe in the past you haven't been able to work. It's coming around. It's coming right at you, so get ready. Leos are hard workers when they have work. They all are. We also have the 3 of Wands. In the past, you've been a little bit afraid to look to the future. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up. It's okay. It's time to do that. It's time. Go ahead. Open your heart up. start working that law of attraction in your head and keep your eyes on the prize. Think about what you want. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Look, you got this. 9 is about the abundance is coming. Some of you may be business owners, entrepreneurs. This 9 is to say that many of you are going to find a little bit of financial comfort. I think what's happening too, as the collective, with everything that's going on, the way the economy is right now, the fear of war, we're battling back from a horrible hurricane. I think the fear was that you would never climb back to success again, and it's coming. All right, moving on to Virgos. Hello and welcome, Virgos. I am a Virgo. It is my sun sign. That's the sign I was born under. However, I mentioned in an earlier reading that I am Gemini in my rising sign. Gemini fits me actually way better than Virgo does. So if some of you have noticed that same thing happen with you guys, that, you know what, I don't match my sign. You know, I read mine in the paper and it doesn't match. That's because they're so generic, absolutely so generic, that it is made to fit everybody. So you need to go to just Google it, go to find a free website and get a natal chart. Look up and see where your sun, your moon, and your rising sign is. All right, one more for Virgo here. All right. We have, all right, Virgo. Some of you may be hearing from somebody from the past. This could be a family member, most likely. Could be a love interest, somebody that you knew. It just could be an old acquaintance, a chum, a pal, somebody that you haven't heard from for a while. But it is somebody that you really felt a strong familial connection to. A lot of us have friends, especially if you're bikers. They're family. They're family too. So don't include, just close it off to blood family. We have the Knight of Swords coming in. There's still a little bit of friction going on here somewhere for somebody. Still not sure about something. Now that Knight is also gives me the feeling, and we are in a planetary configuration right now that makes us feel angry. We can have some road rage, and that's exactly, take a look at him. That horse is his mode of transportation, so be careful you don't get caught up in road rage. Avoid what you see on TV. Most of all, avoid mainstream media. They are not giving you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Search around. You guys should be following Glenn Beck. He's absolutely honest and above board. Another one is the show Redacted with Natalie and Clayton on there. They give the truth too. So make sure you're finding sources that are accurate, okay? We are going to move on to the Lover's card. Some of you have a new playmate coming or in the wings. And for some of you, this entire thing has been a karmic experience. Wow, that was profound. This whole life is karmic for everybody, okay? But something specific in this time frame is something you have been meant to learn. And that's why we're down here. We are down here to learn, to grow, and become better soul energies for the other side. because we're over there a whole lot longer than we are down here. Okay, eternity, 80, 90 years, if you're lucky. Eternity, some of us only get a few years. So we're down here, we are learning. We are supposed to evolve into better people. Every time we come down, we're supposed to get our shit straight and iron out something. 3 of Pentacles for Virgo. That 3 is about... Okay, we got a 3, a 6. Looking at the numbers, and an 11. 3, 6, 11. Doesn't make sense anyway. All right, that 3 is about, you might be teaming up with somebody. It's time to go ahead and form teams. You might want to form a team in your neighborhood. You may have 2 or 3 people in your neighborhood that you might want to look after and keep an eye on them, or vice versa, but form a group, a network. And if things get bad, we saw a disaster where those folks counted on each other. Ooh, looks like we have a little storm coming in. Hear the thunder roll? That's not Garth Brooks either. Poor guy's having a tough time, isn't he? So that 3 is about forming a collaboration with somebody. And you know what? It helps when you have a team because it does take the load off. All right, moving on next to Libra. All right, welcome, Libra. Oh, that one came out right away. Let's see what is going on for Libra. Can I get you to drop down there and hit that like button while I've got your attention? Whether you are Libra in your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, this reading may be for you. Any reading, if the energy, if it feels good and resonates with you, take that energy and use it. Take that reading and use it to help guide you, to avoid some of the hurdles and the pitfalls. If it doesn't resonate, let it go because it's somebody else's headache. All right. Wow, Libra. You know what? You went through a disappointment. We've got the 3 of Swords here. I do not feel like this is a love connection per se. This may have had something to do with work. You may have hired in somewhere and things didn't work out exactly the way they said it would. We'll give you all these benefits and time off. I feel like they're working you into the ground. Libra, I don't think you've even been there that long. If this is job related. This same scenario might fit if you are in a group, a club. You know, might not be the right fit for you. Oh, I'm going to hang on a minute. We have the Knight of Wands. There he is coming in on a fast horse, and he's got a flaming plume sticking out of his helmet there. Yeah, somebody came in through this situation, and this could even have been a love connection. But somebody came in and just kind of ruined everything for you. Like this guy come in with his club and just, like a bull in a china shop, and just kind of took away what you thought was going to happen. Now, we have an end and a beginning. We have the 10 of Wands, and you are wrapping up a cycle, finally, getting past it. Libra, I feel like this has been a long time coming for you, too. It has not been an easy road. You have struggled. You have pushed. Look at him. He's shoving those wands like, I got this. I got this. I got to wrap it up. So you are wrapping this up. Now, wands have always indicated work to me because you can use them for shovel handles, hammer handles. We use wood in those handles, right? So I do feel this could very well be connected to work for you. Doesn't have to. And we have, you know what, I'm blessed to have this mop of hair, but I'll tell you, some days I wish I'd done a ponytail today. We have the Fool card. That's the new beginning. It's not about somebody making you a fool, because this card does not mean that. The Fool is somebody that really looks very foolhardily out over that. He's standing on the edge of a cliff. And he's looking out at that and going, where do I go first? It's that new beginning. There is going to be so much opportunity for you, because now you'll be able to step away from whatever this was that was dragging you down, and you can go ahead and move forward in a new way with a fresh start. All right, there you have it, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. Hello and welcome, Scorpio. There's Miss Maggie behind me. Welcome, welcome. Getting ready to pull your cards. I do have the paranormal flashlight set up behind me on the desk back there. It has been coming on and off throughout the readings. All right, too many. And that was operator error. I could tell it wasn't spirit kicking them out. All right. That one came out on purpose now. All right, Scorpio. I'll show it to you since I chased it. It is the Ace of Cups for Scorpio. Yeah, you guys have been dealing with some crapola yourself. We have the Eight of Swords. I think you may have gone through a little bit of a depression. I get the feeling that you were down, bummed out. You may have had bouts of anxiety. But that Eight is about it was you. I think you were worrying about something that never materialized. Your own fears held you back and kept you from moving forward. She's literally in a self-imposed prison because she could walk right out of there at any time. Yeah, I think you got a little bit of anxiety. We got the Five of Wands here. There may have been some arguing back and forth with somebody. There could have been a little bit of some angry words, because I do feel like somebody was wanting to, throw blows at the other person. But you know what? This literally helped you train for your next move. You kind of know how to deal with people a little better too. Now, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. Scorpio, you're gold. Can I quit now? Can I throw these away for a minute? No, that Wheel of Fortune is saying that things are going to begin to turn up a little bit. You had been afraid to pick up that penny because it wasn't heads up. Now you're going to pick it up because there's going to be tons of opportunity out there. It's also about some luck coming up. Scorpio, spend $1, buy a little scratch-off ticket. I don't know. I'm not a gambler, and I've never been able to. I love it. Like anybody else, I would love to, hit that big one. But I feel like you've got some just plain old-fashioned 4-leaf clover luck coming. So when it does, Enjoy. You've got the Ace of Cups. I think you're going to be able to do something with that money that you've wanted to do for a while. Something that might be on the line of being a little bit of a luxury. Something you normally wouldn't have spent that money on. Maybe it's coming to see me. On the 12th at Gatehouse Winery in Jamestown, Pennsylvania. All right, there you have it for Scorpio. I am moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, come on in. Before you get comfortable, make sure you hit that like button, will you? I am working today with the paranormal flashlight already set up back there behind me. It has been coming on and off on occasion. Spirit, can you give me a little wink or blink back there? Are you still with me? All right. Some days slow to respond, some days no response at all. And I don't blame them. They probably have more important things to do than sit in on a tarot reading. Oh, Sag. Something happening for you. All right. Okay. Sagittarius, let me tell you. All 4 cards are major arcana. Okay? Major arcana, and especially all 4 that I'm playing, really is indicating that there is a powerful message here for you. All right. Ooh, with those 2 there, though, that's a little scary and shaky. All right. We have the Emperor. Some situation has taken away your power. You might be working for somebody. You were told you would get these benefits, or you would get this time. You could take your time off, work around your own schedule, whatever. I don't feel that was accurate. I don't know how this is a powerful reading for Sagittarius. I don't feel they were honest with you. Now, for some of you, this could be a connection of love or business. They just wanted to control you and take power. The card came up in reverse. They just wanted to take your power. That's actually a 4. And I can't help but notice that the Capricorn heads on his throne. Now, these 2 cards also came up in reverse. The Magician and the High Priestess. They fell side by side, together. The number 1 in Major Arcana, and the number 2 in the Major Arcana. Number 1, the Magician, and those being upside down, I feel like either you or somebody you know has been dabbling with black magic, witchcraft, trying to throw some negative energy at somebody else. How's that been going for you? Your life's lousy, isn't it? I'll tell you, I get so much intuitively with this. It's absolutely crazy. The High Priestess is usually a card that indicates intuition. It can also be an indicator of clergy and beliefs and somebody that you look up to. The Magician card also being in reverse. Somebody that could be dabbling in black magic. in combined with that High Priestess card. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a voodoo doll, now some of you use them for healing. I know that. They can be used for healing. But if you have anything that you're using to maneuver anybody else's energy in a negative way, it's been coming back to bite your ass. Your life, I get the feeling that everything just fell apart for you. Now, we have the World card. That card came up face up. Nice straight up and down so I could see what it was. You just need to hang in there a little longer, Sagittarius. Things are going to turn around for you. It may have been, again, a Capricorn or a Leo that you may have been dealing with. We have them right on the bottom of the card. Actually, that looks like Taurus. I'm sorry. And Leo the lion. So you could have had another fire sign or an earth sign. Taurus is an earth sign. But things are going to change. You just have to live the change. You just have to keep going. You just have to hang in there. Now, one of the other things that I'm getting out of this intuitively is that somebody had a drug or alcohol problem. Somebody maybe was drinking too much. You're getting ready to overcome it. Don't give up now. You're getting ready to overcome it. Hang in there, Sag. All right, moving on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. I have shuffled and blessed the cards, cleansed them again. Let's see what's coming for Capricorn. I have been working with the paranormal flashlight. My sidekick, Miss Maggie, is behind me. Some of you ask as much about her as you do me when you message me. And please, let me take this opportunity. I'm getting ready to sneeze, so hang on. Let me take this opportunity to ask you guys to not send me so many videos. I can't open them. For some reason, my settings will not allow me to open them. Now, that's funny because every one of these fell face down, and I had to flip them all over. All right. We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, he's letting us know that Capricorn, you've got some abundance coming in your life. And this, I feel, might be in the form of family. Some of you are reuniting again. I get the feeling that somebody is patching up some old family rift about what? You know what? Cousin Jim Bob said, pass the salt, and Aunt Betty got mad because her cooking should have been better than, that was an insult to her. That kind of thing. So some of you are going to be able to heal that and get back in the arms of your family again. We have the Knight of Swords here. Now that Knight is, look, I spoke about him earlier, and he's looking for a fight. He's riding in, blazing in on that horse. You may have jumped to conclusions a little too quick, too. I think you were just looking for the fight. You might have been the one that picked the fight. This could be just with a brother or a sister or a sibling, that kind of thing. And when you were kids and you fought in the back seat of the car, that's one thing. But when you become adults and you fight about the car, It was Dad's car. I should have got it. No, I should have got it. You know what? Don't lose family over sheet metal, okay? I don't know why I want to bring this up right now, but I get the feeling this may have even been with a parent and a child. I have never had a fight with my adult kids. Never had an argument with them. We've never been at odds ever. My kids, my two oldest boys, are both very near the age of 50. And I was a very strict, even, I wouldn't say I was a real good mom. None of us think we are, but I have never had an argument with my kids. I always have been able to bite my tongue no matter what they do and say and walk away, and so have they. You know, once you get away from it, let whatever issue it is, just disappear again, and everything's fine. We've got the 10 of Pentacles here for Capricorn. You guys are in that card. You are an earth sign. I think coming back into the family again and reuniting, you may have just been away from somebody by a distance and not because of an issue. I also feel like financially things are going to turn around for you too, Capricorn. Now, anybody that I've mentioned that things are turning around for you, in this economy and the way things are going, please take that blessing when it comes to you and spread it around. Be generous, help somebody else out. There's so many organizations right now that are needing funds. If you're going to send a donation to the hurricane victims, fine, perfect, something like that. But this is also can be about that family reuniting again. And we've got the 6 of Swords. That 6 is saying that things are going to begin to smooth out in this connection. You've always butted heads. It's going to iron out. It is really going to iron out. I feel like when you guys come back together, it's going to be like no time's ever separated. I think you are going to be able to not bring up the past, and that's what the issue is. Just leave the past in the past, move forward. All right, moving on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Reading for you guys. Even though Aquarius sounds like it is a water sign, it is not. It is an air sign. I affectionately refer to them as Air Aquarius. All right. Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers for Aquarius, please? You came up in your own reading. Here you are. Aquarius, the water bearer. Okay? This card absolutely speaks volumes about the healing that you've already gone through. You have worked real hard on becoming a better person. I also feel like somebody here that may be an Aquarius hearing this, you may have something to do with nursing. You may have, picked up earlier at somebody doing some schooling, and you may have just finished nursing school, or you may be thinking about going to nursing school. I'm getting that intuitively, but That's not what that card means. But it will take you towards the abundance that is also associated with that card. Something to do with a new career. We have the Nine of Swords. This has been a worry for you. It's been a huge worry. You have been up in your head about this. Don't do that. Get out of there. That's a scary place in your head. It's a scary place in my head. But you're wrapping this phase of your life up. You've dealt with anxiety. You've had panic attacks. That might be a part of what I see that's been healing. Working past those issues. And I think you stepped outside of a situation. Maybe you had gone through a breakup or divorce a few years back, still carrying the remnants of that heartache and that pain. And I think because this card actually came up in reverse. So you're past it. We have the Seven of Cups. You're now looking at the world wide with your eyes wide open. You didn't before. You were closed off. You were dealing with stuff. I get that. But now you're going to see all the opportunity. Now, it may feel a little overwhelming and it may feel a little chaotic, but you're far enough along in your healing. All you've got to do is take time, get centered, take a couple deep breaths, and go, oh, I think I can do that, or I can make a living doing it. You're going to see it as opportunity now. And we have the Three of Cups. It's time to celebrate, finally. You know, I think you're out of the woods. You're out of the dark here, stepping into the light. And I think that this card is literally depicting harvest season. It's got the ladies are dancing around. There are pumpkins down there in the bottom, gourds, and all kinds of stuff happening. And one of them has a basket, and it's got something else in there that speaks of abundance. But it's time to celebrate. You've been a long time being bummed out. I think your cork has floated to the surface. All right. Capricorn, we are now moving, or excuse me, that was Aquarius. So we are now moving on to, last but not least, Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. All right. Wrapping it up with Pisces. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure, keep those comments coming. You guys have been helping me so much with that. I certainly appreciate it. If you would like to buy me a cup of coffee, my PayPal link is down below in the description box. And I am booking private appointments. So if you would like to contact me, you must private message me over at Facebook. One more, please, for Pisces. Can I get another jumper, please? I do have the paranormal flashlight behind me. I'm going to see if it's been working a little bit. Okay, it's still working. Off and on throughout the video. Sometimes Spirit just has more important things to do than to watch me play tarot. All right. Pisces. I just lost a dear friend that was a Pisces. And I see him going away in this card. Kind of a sad card anyway. That is the Eight of Cups. Now, for those of you Pisces that are still alive, okay, that means you're walking away from something that didn't serve you. You're leaving it behind. It's like, you know what? I'll take a loss at this, but I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. I'm not putting up with this behavior anymore. Some of you were confined in a connection because you didn't want to walk out. Maybe you were afraid to. Could have been somebody a little bit of abusive or just abrasive. Little bit of mental cruelty going with the, calling you dumb. And you didn't have to take it. I'm glad you walked out the door. We have the Page of Pentacles, so I was going to take another card. Yeah, look, it's going to turn around for you. And you're going to be able to do this on your own. I think you kind of held back. I think you held back from leaving this situation because you didn't think you could do it by yourself. I'm here to tell you, you can start over again. I mean from scratch. And if I told you how many times I have started over from scratch, when I moved 5 years ago, I didn't even have a car to leave in. We had 5 of them. So you can start over, okay? That Page of Pentacles is saying that things are going to turn around for you financially, okay? Get ready. Again, I'm hearing the connection to my friend who passed. The World card. He moved on out of this world. Intuitively, I got to tell you, but I think my friend John might even actually be here with me right now since I'm doing his sign. John, is that you on the... Are you here? Can you make that flashlight blink for me? John, can you make that flashlight blink for me? All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish. You're moving forward with your life. You've got the whole world out there. It's at your feet now. You have never had the opportunities that you have right now. Pisces, you're making a big change in your life. I think you're making a big change in your attitude also. Like you can see things so much more clearly now that you can look at them from a different perspective and not feel like the world's coming down on you. And last but not least, we have the Four of Wands. Again, for my dead friend. Letting me know he's in paradise with this card. He's making the connection. I actually hear him. If he doesn't want to play with the light, that's fine. But I'm actually picking up John's energy saying there was a celebration for him when he got there. And he met up with his mom and dad again. Ta-da. All right. Now that Four of Wands, for those of you that are still here on this earth, this talks about, it's a happily ever after card. Okay? It's kind of like heaven. There is going to be a lot of doors that are going to open for you now that you stepped out of that old mindset. Now that you're moving forward with your life. Yeah, happily ever after. All right, there you have it for Pisces. That's all 12 signs. You know, I never leave you. I'm a little bit tired. We've been over here almost an hour, but I never leave you that I don't bless you sincerely. And I got to thank you guys. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. I send you love and light. See you soon.